out feeling good, functioning well. You know, people come in for lots of things, whether it be acute injuries, car accidents, sports injuries, work injuries, otherwise, you know, just the general nagging aches and pains. Usually without that acute injury, we can think of daily postures, activities, repetitive movements, squats, lifting, sleeping positions, things like that. We talked about the sleeping position, the sitting position, kind of the C curve in the back. So I will check that over again today. We'll talk about what's going on and what I feel today.
All right,
so let's go face down. Alright, so just looking at what we found yesterday, going over that again, and then I'll see kind of what's new. We found a tight band right through here. That QL muscle attaches to these bones right up here and then comes down and attaches to this left hip. A little bit tight through the piriformis and glutes here. We found that the hip joint was rotated outwards, so probably from the tightness of the muscles right through here that pull it outwards. And then I'm going to come down to the feet and bend these up. And that's actually feeling a little bit better today. This one still goes to the glutes a little bit easier than that side. Do you feel, yesterday I know there was some pain up through here.
Yeah, I can feel when you push on the left leg, I can feel that in the right hip.
Okay.
Not like discomfort or pain, but just like a
Feel something,
little tightness.
tension. And then let's go ahead and keeping the leg straight, raise your leg up from the hip here, and then don't let me push down. Good. And this one. Don't let me push down. Good. And let's do that again. Don't let me push down. And this side. Don't let me push down. Good. And this one again, right side. Don't let me push down. And the left. Don't let me push down. So actually, let's do this one again. Don't let me push down. Really strong there, almost opposite of yesterday. Before, we were better off when we pushed right through here. Today, a little bit better when we pushed this hip forward and then brought this one back. So really tight through the hips for sure. Not much bounce to that pelvis. Any pain as I come down the side of the spine?
No.
So where are you feeling most of the tightness today? Is it higher up here or lower down here?
Lower down
Okay.
on the right side.
I'm going to check mobility of the low back here, so I'm just going to reach around to the front side of this hip and then put my other hand right here. Any discomfort with that?
No, not really.
Okay. How about on this side? Do you feel the difference though? There's a lot more mobility here.
Yeah, I do feel that.
A lot more balance. So thinking still, QL, hip flexors, they attach to the front side of these bones here, and then they attach on the inside of our pelvis. So mainly working with the free weights. Do you do much for core strengthening?
Some like planks and renegade rows and
Okay.
a lot of like hanging leg raises.
Come down into the glutes here. Definitely tight over here on this side, so I'm just going to work that muscle out a little bit.
Okay.
And bring this leg up. I don't know if I'm pressing too hard. Now, did you feel that right low back pain while you were lifting, or did it come on afterwards?
A little bit afterwards.
Okay. Let's go on to this side and face me over here. And we're going to start lifting out. I'm going to bend this leg up. Turn over here. I'm going to pull this arm out. So instead of pushing into the hips, we turn you on your side. I'm going to put my hand here and I'm going to roll you over toward me and put some extra pressure there. You might feel your little click, crack, or pop. Good. And let's go on over to the other side. Start loosening out. Bring this one up. And we're going to come a little bit lower on this side. Good. And let's go face down again. Bend these ankles up. And those are just about even now.
Mm-hmm.
Still a little bit more tension on this left side, but
I can feel that, definitely.
yeah, almost spot on. Go ahead and bring this leg up. And don't let me push down. Good. And this way. Don't let me push down. Good. Still a little bit of work to be done there, but some improvement. So hips still feel a little bit rotated this way. This one seems forward. This one is backward. So I'm going to push this one forward. I'm going to use the drop table. So the part of the table below your hips is going to lift up about an inch. Mm-hmm. And then we'll feel it drop back down just to where it was. I'm going to put some pressure here. Going down, that table's going to drop back down just to where it was. Good. A couple more times. Feeling much better. I'm going to recheck the mobility of this low back here, so I'm going to put my hand right here. Mm-hmm. That even seems a lot better now. So just working out this QL muscle. That will probably be a work in progress, but it is feeling a little bit better. That QL muscle is kind of like a triangle. I'm sure you know this, but the fibers kind of run like this, making that triangle. So I was just going from here down to where it inserts through here, just to try and stretch that out a little bit. Let's go ahead and go face up and check your right hip like we did yesterday. Perfect. So yesterday we looked at this hip. The femur bone comes up and sits in the hip socket. Usually it should sit straight. A lot of times because of different muscle tension or because of posture, things like that, it might be rotated out or might be rotated in, which is going to put tension on all of the muscles in the area. You said you tried to work on sleeping position last night. How did that go?
Popping my hip out the side. It was a change, but I had to do it.
Uh-huh.
But no worse for the wear. I slept fine.
Sure, good.
Just trying to break that habit.
Yeah. I mean, when you think of it, we spend a lot of time sleeping. So for sleeping with this leg out, the body's kind of funny. The brain, it thinks in the here and now. So if you're sleeping for 7-8 hours a night with that leg outwards, the muscle or the brain's going to say, okay, so we should tighten up these muscles and relax through here because that's the position we're in a lot. It's not thinking about the future and what it's kind of doing down the line.
Yeah.
And relax. Pull out. I'm going to turn it out just a little bit. Turn it in. I'm going to turn it in. Out. In. Then I'm going to do a little pull with it. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. I'm just going to come on the inside of the hip bone.
Okay.
And look at hip flexors, adductors. Any tightness or tenderness?
No, not there.
Welcome to NN90, Minnesota history in 90 seconds.
Not too bad?
No.
Let's go back face down one more time and we'll just kind of recheck everything. Okay. So decent movement right through here. Hips have a nice little bounce to them. Knees up. That's still looking pretty even, especially compared to how it was before. And bring this leg up. Don't let me push down. Good. And this one. Don't let me push down. Relax that one. Let's do this one again. The left one. Good. Perfect. Things are moving, things are more aligned. Muscles seem to be stronger.
No, it's definitely a lot looser.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after like being on the side there and turning over.
Yeah, still not perfect movement, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's extremely tight through there. Thinking about, lifting and stuff, that can, even doing upper body can affect lower body too. Just because of posture, like if we're like this versus sitting up, kind of using core, things like that. So you can focus on that. While you're working and stuff too. Thinking about posture. I saw you yesterday, kind of doing this, getting the shoulders back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a simple, kind of test for that I found is if you stand up and put your arms out in front of you like this, and then you probably feel like you're standing up somewhat straight.
I guess so.
A little bit. So rotate the arms out just a little bit more. And there. Notice how shoulders came back.
Yeah.
This stretched out, and you might even feel some contraction of some muscles back through here.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're sitting, working, or even before you go to do, any lifts, you can kind of do that just to make sure.
How like retracting the scapula?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So that can help posture, help that kind of C-spine. That pure form stretch we did yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and bringing that leg in, and then sleeping position.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll start there and
Great.
see how that goes over the next couple days. All right. Perfect.
Thank you.